And your match.
This is gonna be a fun. This is gonna be an interesting match.
Alright, so with that out of the way, we shall get into our next game. We have Sleepy Komala back into the stream set against Brian Sempai. Alright, so Sleepy Komala, we've already seen her once, and I'm just gonna make a few speculations here. She might go back to Blastoise here. This might be an interesting take on me, but as much as she plays a few other characters, which she has played for quite a while, I think Blastoise might be her most confident pick of today. And as for Brian has a few more picks up his sleeve now. After IC, he has picked up a few more characters. I won't say who, just give you a bit of a uptake and a bit of surprise here and mystery. So Brian Senpai might be going for Scizor. That's a reasonable pick. He has gone Scizor for like the past few games. Nothing too surprising, I would say. But I think the one thing that will surprise you is the amount of effort he's put into Scizor. So let's see that games right now. Already, we do see a flurry of attacks here and there, and Brian is already going into the dual phase, pushing it forward. Now, Scizor does have a few moves that definitely helps him work his way around, and despite them being slow, Scizor does have one mechanic, which is technically the parry mechanic. Almost similar to Egg Slash, except slightly different. The minute he's able to hit someone to hit him on his counter, he's able to cancel it and go into a move almost immediately. But right now it seems like I said before, Sleepy Komala isn't exactly going in for Scizor pick. He isn't favoring the Scizor pick here with Blastoise probably. Goes in for Decidueye. Remember, Singapore's community here is pretty tight-knit, so we do know each other, I would say, fairly well. So we would rather just try to pick, maybe counter-pick every once in a while. If not, we'll stay true to form. Similar to my games with Pixel Japan here. So I think this is one of those scenarios. And Sleepy Komala does take the game. I mean, you have to admit, I mean, a bird is definitely going to eat that bug up easily. But besides the metaphorical way of winning the game, I think this matchup actually goes into favor of Decidueye. Even though Brian might be playing, I would consider almost perfect at this point with all the moves he's executing, trying to get a parry now. But it looks like he's just slipping out every once in a while. Oh, look at that! A missed Okizame right there. Is that a full conversion by Brian? Well, it looks to be. But with no Swords Dance, he's not getting much off. But beautifully done by Brian. And here we go, Scizor's best friend right here. Frogadier comes in, try to give him some support here. And unfortunately, we don't push it. Trying to get the bullet punch here. And goes for it. Gets a conversion off it though. Brian is definitely clean on the conversion. Once he gets a hit, he's definitely going to go for it. He never fails at this point of time. Haven't failed, never failed, has yet to fail. Nicely done. JY hits. Full conversion. Now we're just waiting to see what happens here. Now Brian has to be careful not to use parry because not use counter. Counter will inevitably allow you to parry, but you gotta remember this is a pretty interesting fight for both sides. And look at that, we're just waiting for each other to press a button. Sleepy Komala might be waiting for the counter on Brian's end, and Brian was waiting for like a projectile to come out, try and like punish it with a burst. And even though we have a saying where Scizor does never kills with a burst, this time Brian has proved us wrong. With that burst definitely demolishing Decidueye there. The game is now set to 1 game each. Decidueye flying down, leg first, gets the hit in and goes into duel. We're gonna see how this works. A bit more on Decidueye, how we can help here. This matchup actually can be a bit easier for Sleepy Komala here, because with the support cancelling mechanic, especially against this, we saw Decidueye versus Scizor. Scizor favors using Frogadier, so it is pretty good to have like this support cancel off, but unfortunately, Brian already has activated Frogadier here, so it doesn't really matter if you got support cancel on your opponent. Nicely done there. Hover Dash, moves forward, goes for the grab. He's trying to chip off all the health ASAP, not giving any chance. Nicely done. The burst comes into play. I think Sleepy Komala might be ready to secure a kill there. Did he just hover dash? All of that? Acrobatics pushes in. Nicely done. Now, Brian already has activated Frogadier, so it is pretty good to have like this support cancel on your opponent. Nicely done. Hover Dash, moves forward, goes for the grab. He's trying to chip off all the health ASAP, not giving any chance. The burst comes into play. I think Sleepy Komala might be ready to secure a kill there. Did he just hover dash? All of that? He waits for the jump, goes for the burst. Does she get it? Oh, she gets the last few hits of it moving forward. Brian exclaims, I'm dead, but I guess since I didn't say anything, commentators doesn't keep fact, and Brian takes that game just with 16 HP, he might be able to do something of it. Now that both have no burst. They both have no burst. Brian has slightly a bit of meter fill up. Unfortunately, that JY does technically catch him off. And there we go. CB Komala takes the first game right here. Now, how will this carry on from here on out? Because Brian has a bit of a understanding of how to play this matchup. Will he go for the switch and go for his old and faithful main? Last time we saw him play in the Tempest Circuit, he was definitely not in favor to lose there. Having been switched to Charizard earlier, maybe he would have won. So maybe this might be the very thing he needs. But with all that said, it's unfortunate that we don't see the switch. He's confident enough to Scizor, however, so I think he might know how to beat him. He just needed to get like a bit of a download there on CB Komala and how her playstyle is. But it does look slightly different. She's being a lot more patient, using more projectiles, and then slowly pushing it. She doesn't force anything out. She's trying to keep space out this time. Yep, Komala being a lot more patient now, using a lot of her tools, trying to avoid whatever she can. 8Y comes out, hoping to catch something for. And Brian doesn't catch anything. Scizor does go with a full combo here, almost breaking the shield. Unfortunately, that conversion right there, it shifts him back into a field phase, and looks like that shield's back to square one. Brian almost had something, but unfortunately no. Tries for the bullet punch. Is he going for it? Almost. He shouldn't have converted. He should have committed to that. That's the wrong C I was using. And unfortunately, there we go. Looks like we're back into the corner here. Brian is in a bit of a tight spot. Any wrong move from him might cause him. We don't see any U-turns or anything. He's being very cautious, waiting for the burst to come up first. We don't see it happening. He's playing a lot more safe. He's opting to go for 8Y instead of going for a U-turn here, which is arguably a better option. But that shield is not going to hold on for long. And is that his option? There we go. That is what Brian was waiting for. However, with 9 seconds left, he's got to make things work really quickly. Unfortunately, I think CB Komala sees that coming and just goes for the homing. I think Brian here might have wanted to go for the grab. Is this where Brian goes down? Brian might not be ahead on this one. Oh, there we go. We do see Frogadiers coming in to save Scizor. Like we said before, Frogadier is Scizor's best friend. And here we do see very clearly why Scizor might actually favor using Frogadier. A lot of charge moves coming out, hoping to hit something out. Now that's... Okay, now with that scenario just happened, I want to talk about it a bit more. Because we do see a slight scenario where Scizor was able to parry. But unfortunately, Decidueye had the mechanic of a ghost type, where he's able to go invulnerable for a few frames. And we do see that coming into play right there, not giving Scizor the punish here. And that might be the very reason why this matchup is a pretty hard matchup for Scizor here. Nicely done. Brian has just got to get in whatever damage he can. He's almost going into it. CB Komala goes for the burst, pushes in for it. I just got word that we've also finished on the loser side.
So scared, yeah.
We'll talk about the results later, but right now we're still into the games here. CB Komala's in down with 1 HP. She has burst up, but unfortunately nothing is going on right for her. Gets one homing. I don't think she wants to go for the burst yet. Brian might be a bit concerned about what's going to happen. Goes for the burst. Tries to get something off. And here we go. We do see Brian being cautious here, holding the block right here. Just needs to play safe. Having burst might actually give him the advantage. But unfortunately for him, unfortunately for CB Komala, that doesn't appear to be in her favor here. And Brian just pushes in for it. It's now 1-2-1, final round. Can Brian secure a win here? He just needs one more and then we can see a game tree. Right? We want to see a game tree. We already have 2 game trees today. Some better than others, I'll definitely say. But we definitely want to see
What the?
Custom combo?
It's not a combo!
Custom combos? Question mark? There we go. CB Komala understanding the situation here, release Y coming in. And now we have Dew coming back into the game. So how did your games go?
Oh, I believe I actually won. I finally managed to recover from whatever's been afflicting me today. I won my match.
Very
And,
well.
hopefully I won't have to run into the Blastoise later.
Well, you're really afraid of the Blastoise, but I think Kumala understands the situation already, and she's like, I'm not gonna try and like screw this up for myself. I've gotta go Decidueye if I want to win. Oh, look at that!
Oh
Stuff
no,
goes
that was a terrible situation for Sleepy Komala.
Sleepy Komala
And
had
now the burst off deck, and she has to take all this pressure. Oh, 1-1 for
1-1, definitely. And it's good timing too, because now you're here to at least commentate the last game with me. So we get to talk a bit more about the games here, and we get to see how the match plays out.
Alright. So, explain anything? Matchup. So, interesting things about the matchup. Scizor has a lot of mid-range tools to control the screen. With a Swords Dance stock up, he gets to convert off. He gets to get a full conversion off of Bullet Punch with one stock of Swords Dance, and it's obviously it's a very potent tool. Sleepy Komala has to be very careful not to get hit by Bullet Punch when Brian has a stack of Swords Dance up. Nice cross up there, outlasting the frames. And
I do see what you mean when you're talking about all this. It's a very interesting dynamic between these two. They're both weaving back and forth slowly and see. And hello, Toon Swablu. Oh wait, it's Toon S. Ha! Ah, Toon S, Toon Swablu. That's for Swablu. Got it.
Sorry?
Toon S.
Ooh, Toon S. Hi, welcome.
Oh wait, that's not what we're here to talk about. Right, the games. And,
yes, of course not.
And right here, we do see a shield break from Scizor here. Nicely done. Giving Brian a bit of advantage here, but now without burst, Kamala's in a tight spot here because she's on 1 HP, and unfortunately she just dropped her guard for like 1 second. That was it.
Oh, you should not be dropping the guard when Scizor 6As you with Swords Dance stock.
Yeah.
Most of them always go for if you're unless you're at like max range, the first hit of 6A will always convert into is always a true block string into the Swords Dance.
Is that so?
Yes. You don't usually see much of the. You don't usually see too many. You don't see too many Scizors not go for 6AA though.
That's a lot of too manys. One too many manys. Alright, and I want to keep note a bit here just now. I was trying to signal you a bit, but like we want to take a note of the support gauges as well, because both sides have to use the supports very efficiently. More so for Kamala to heal, but like I said, Frogadier does benefit Scizor a lot, giving him more hits to make Scizor's move slightly safer, because as it moves and Frogadier's moves hit, it gives him a bit of time to recover back. Oh, nicely done! Another stuff by Brian, nicely done. But well, I think this time, as the saying goes, Scizor's burst doesn't kill.
What?
Yeah, Scizor's burst just doesn't kill. We've proven once before, and I think that's the only other proof we'll ever get, so there we go.
Oh,
Commits
Ryan,
to the
I
home.
believe, was looking for the acrobatics follow-up there. Doesn't get it. Instead, drops his guard. However, this is the game, because as I mentioned before, with Swords Dance, Bullet Punch converts from like the whole damn screen.
It is quite an amazing match to see. We don't really get to see a lot of Scizors being played out here, and that's a very key point to note. So I guess now we are going to the next match?
Yes, our next match will be, I believe...
Alright. So let's just give a brief run through of games here. We have, if you look in the brackets for me, we do see Brian and Iceberg, myself and Terra versus Enigma, right and true. And then we have Dew versus Pixel Japan.
in the losers bracket.